Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I'll give everybody a second just to get situated. While we're waiting, if you would like to view tonight's program, please just scan the QR code on the front screen, and you'll have that for your archives. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Myers. I'm the Director of Athletics here at Newington High School, and welcome to our 2025 Newington Athletics Awards Night. This is always a wonderful evening where we're able to highlight all the great accomplishments from our student athletes and really thank everyone for being a part of a great program. At this time, as we do at most of our sporting events, if you are able, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. That rendition is from the 2014 Chamber Choir, which is always nice to have our fellow students singing the national anthem at our events. Mr. Clark, obviously always a large supporter of our program, is retiring this year, but hopefully I can, maybe have him come back and have a new edition in the upcoming years. So to begin the program, our teams work tirelessly day in and day out to represent our school and community very well. Most of our teams are practicing 6 days a week. It's a large commitment, large engagement, and luckily enough, many of them have been able to represent us across the state in our CIC state tournaments. So what we like to do now is just recognize each season for our teams that were able to qualify for the state tournaments. For this sport, when I announce your name, if you're a member of that team, if you would please rise and just stay standing until the end of that particular season. So in the fall, to begin, boys cross country. Our girls swimming and diving program. Our boys golf team. Our girls soccer team, who are CIAC state quarterfinalists. Our girls volleyball team, who are conference champions. Our boys soccer team, who are conference champions and CIAC state semifinalists. And our football program, who are conference champions and also state semifinalists. Let's give a round of applause for all of our fall state tournament qualifying teams. Thank you, everyone. You guys can sit at this time. Let's move on to winter. Our cheerleading program. Our boys basketball team. Our girls basketball team. Our indoor track program. Boys swimming and diving. Our wrestling team. Our girls ice hockey members. And our boys ice hockey program. Congratulations to all of our winter qualifying tournament teams. Our spring season just recently came to an end. For some, we're still going, but we are able to highlight our state tournament qualifying teams at this time. In the spring, baseball. Our girls lacrosse program. Members of our outdoor track and field team. Our softball program. Stay standing. Our boys tennis program. Our girls tennis program. And boys volleyball, who is conference champions. Boys volleyball is actually presently playing in the CCC conference tournament in the semifinals, so fingers crossed. Thank you to all of our spring qualifying teams. I enjoy going through that because it's awesome to see how many student athletes we have that have had multiple opportunities to compete at the state level, to really put themselves out there and challenge themselves to compete at their best. Along with our teams that have excelled, we also have individual students that have stood out in the CCC. The Central Connecticut Conference is the conference that we compete in, is the largest athletic association in the state. So to be able to represent an off-conference team in our league is very challenging. So the student athletes, who I will call, have really excelled in their particular sport in their particular seasons. And what I would like to do is, as I call your name, if you could please come to the risers. We'll do this by season. As I call your name, please come to the risers and we'll get a photo of all of our all-conference athletes by season. So first we'll start with cross country, Adrian Kowalczyk. For field hockey, Kaylee Krasuski. And Ella Rossi. For football, Josiah Sims. Enzo Corvino. Evan Piggott. Aiden Bankston. Heath Whedon. Victor Rodriguez. Kelvin McKnight. And Zach Girolamo. On to boys soccer. Anthony Napolitano Jr. Gavin Williams. Colin Alamany. Christian Rosado. and Jack Vendetti. For girls soccer, Jillian Bouchard, Caitlin Galanato, Keegan Alderucci, Ava Dos Santos, and Ariadne Stergakis. For girls volleyball, Kendall Miller, Chloe Alviso, Anaya Farmer, and Alexandra Okamura. For boys golf, Jacob DeWitt, and Dylan Dinninger. For girls swimming, Miranda Parker, and Shanna Gray. Now, if you guys can hold there for a picture. Ladies and gentlemen, a loud round of applause for our fall all-conference members. And moms and dads, don't be shy. Feel free to come up. You can take a photo. Don't worry. It'll stay in your memory. The kids will. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Congratulations, Fall Conference. Now for our winter athletic programs. For basketball, Josiah Sims, Derek Tuzolano, for girls basketball, Hope Romanello, and Kendall Miller. For boys swimming, Kuba Latawik, Nathan Liu, Matthew Vong, Jaden Liu, and Oliver Lucan. For cheerleading, Brianna Bailey, Amani Blair, for boys ice hockey, Jack Petronio, for girls ice hockey, Kaylin Reynolds, and for wrestling, Heath Whedon. Give Heath a second. Join me in a round of applause for our winter all-conference athletes. Everybody smile at Mr. Mateo. Congratulations, everyone. For the spring, it's always dicey. Depending on the sport, depending on the division, we don't always get all conference for all of our spring sports by this time, unfortunately. So certain sports, boys lacrosse, girls tennis, and boys tennis, unfortunately don't have their all conference set just yet, so I am not able to announce those all conference or all state winners. But they will have all conference members, and we will go ahead and announce the spring all conference that we do know. For softball, Maya Simpson. Kylie Connors. For boys volleyball, who is playing? Nate Parlapiano. Tristan Gorman. And Jackson Romano. For outdoor track, Kelvin McKnight. Enzo Corvino. Olivia Canapari. Devin Catania. Joanna Piñancos. Lacey Montano. Michaela Rivera. And Ariadne Sergakis. For newly announced girls lacrosse, Caroline Fisher. Kaylee Krasuski. Emily Lagana. And Maya Olette. Join me in a round of applause for our spring all-conference athletes. Congratulations, everyone. So our students do a great job, obviously, representing our teams, our school, our conference, but some have been able to elevate their game and be recognized as one of the best players in the state and beyond. Some schools, what we might not realize, I think sometimes we take it for granted, but some schools will have one or two all-state athletes a year. And we've been lucky enough to, year after year, put out high-level athletes. And you'll see we have, again, we'll only have our fall and winter all-state athletes. But it's a pretty lengthy list, and we're going to add to that in the spring. So our all-state members, when I call your name, if you could please come to the front risers so we could get an all-state photo with all of our all-state winners from 2024-25. For boys soccer, Anthony Napolitano Jr. Girls soccer, Jillian Bouchard. Girls soccer, Keegan Alderucci. Girls volleyball, Kendall Miller. Cheerleading, Amani Blair. Diving, Shanna Gray. Diving again, Miranda Parker. Boys swimming, Kuba Latawik. Boys basketball, Josiah Sims. Girls ice hockey, Kaylin Reynolds. And for boys ice hockey, Jack Petronio. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in a round of applause for our all-state athletes from the fall and winter. Hold on, everybody, stay and smile. Congratulations, everyone. At this time, I'd like to invite my wife, Sarah, and my sons, Brennan and Reed, to the stage for a scholarship that we will present. So as they walk up, so we made a shift to the majority of our scholarships moving to the regular school scholarship night because it seemed to make more sense. This particular scholarship was created 13 years ago at this event. So we felt it important to just kind of, stay on this night so we could recognize. Hi, guys. So the Jacob Lawrence Myers Memorial Scholarship was created in honor of our son, Jacob, who was only with with us for a very short period of time, actually, in my first year here. In my time, in that time, Jacob overcame many struggles. He pushed and drove as best he could, but unfortunately, he's no longer with us. So this scholarship is awarded each year to a senior student athlete who's overcome adversity, has shown commitment to their program, continues to drive, has strong leadership, and displays industriousness, enthusiasm, and competitive greatness. Who wants to read? All right.
The award goes to Jack Petronio.
There we go. Yeah, everybody smile at Mr. Mateo. Let's go. So this is a blank form. The counseling office closed before our possession. So just come to our office tomorrow afternoon. I got that. Thank you. Congratulations, buddy. Thank you. So our programs are full of student athletes that display unbelievable leadership, both on and off the field. At this time, what we would like to do is we would like to highlight those individuals who have been named their Leadership Award winner for each individual program. If you walk out as you exit to the gym entrance on the left-hand side of the wall, you will see the names of all of our Leadership Award winners in the history of Newington High School, and the names that you will see displayed will be added to that list. So, Mr. Gatos, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Myers. Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce our Athletic Leadership Award winners. At its core, leadership is the ability to guide a group of people towards a common goal often inspiring, motivating, and empowering them to achieve that goal. It's about creating a shared vision, setting a direction, and empowering others to contribute effectively. Through their actions and words, leaders prove that perseverance and unity can usually turn adversity into opportunity. A leader is one others look to for direction and strength. In sport and in life, true leaders inspire, influence, and elevate others around them. Whether they wear a captain's armband or not, leadership is about showing up every day with integrity and pushing through adversity and setting the tone with their effort, attitude, and resilience. I think you'll see these characteristics and traits in all of our award recipients tonight. Please direct your attention to the screen for our Leadership Award recipients. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you were a part of that display, I invite you at this time to please come up to the riser so we could have a photo of all Leadership Award winners. And just so everybody knows, on newingtonathletics.com, we do have a awards night page, and these photos that we take will be displayed up there if you ever want to go and take those down, so please feel free. Oh, hold on. Jamie, would you mind taking a photo with the light on? Good choice. Congratulations to all of our Leadership Award winners. Unified Sports provides a wonderful platform for our athletes and partners to join together in competition for fun. For those student athletes who are not aware of what Unified Sports is, or who have not watched or participated in it, I think it would be a great opportunity for you to maybe reach out to Mr. Greenberg and he can give you some more information. Our Unified Sports program has some great experiences from the year, So at this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Greenberg up to say a few words.
Hi, everyone. So Unified Sports, as Mr. Myers put it, it's a partnership program between the CIAC and Special Olympics, where athletes with special needs participate in athletic events with their regular peers as their partners. Every year, one athlete and one partner stand out from the rest and get honored with the Unified Sports Teammates Awards. They did receive their awards at the AquaTurf about a month ago. The two people this year truly stood out from their respective peers. But before I speak on their behalf, I just wanted to say that we had a very successful year. We've been more successful if Mother Nature didn't get in the way of our track meet, but we had an opportunity to participate in basketball tournaments during the spring, like early spring, March time. We were able to have the opportunity to participate in the state finals at Mohegan Sun, where we were able to play a halftime of one of the state finals games. So we've definitely had some great highlights from this year. Now I just want to honor our two recipients. Okay, I'm going to start with some words about our unified partner that's being honored. I've known her for many years, and in a lot of ways I've watched her grow up. When I was a young teacher in this town, my mentor teacher, Catherine LaPointe, would always tell me that one of my greatest strengths was I had perspective. She always said that to me. I was able to read kids, people, and situations really well and would figure out ways to address them. I bring this up because I see a lot of this in this year's partner being honored this evening. She has an innate perspective of people and the world we live in and navigates it like no other. Her contributions to our unified program this year have been invaluable, and she helped the program grow in size by recruiting partners who definitely enjoyed their experiences. Her ability to read our special needs athletes is incredible, and her ability to show compassion and empathy should be studied by others. Her mom once said to me years ago that there is something really special about her, and I could not agree more. Josie Pila, come on up and be honored for your contributions to Unified Sports this year. Okay, I'll get her. All right, they'll walk up together. I got it. So, our athlete this year has been amazing in all aspects as well. He's an amazing friend to others, has taken the time to get to know everyone on the team, and what they bring to each and every practice and game. In my eyes, he made our team better each and every practice and game. He always took the time, almost daily, at some points, to check in with me via Google Chat to see how I was doing and to talk with me about my favorite sports and teams. He always wanted to know what he needed to do to make the team better and made sure to set an example for everyone of what it meant to play hard and hustle. When I first met him, he said very little. It was about 4 or so years ago. Literally, didn't say boo. Like, literally. Okay? In 4 years, he has grown into someone who really likes talking with everyone. Okay, Riley Sorrentino, come on up and be honored for your dedication to our Unified Sports program this year.
Thank you, Mr. Greenberg. And Josie and Riley. So the next recognition is one that always does truly amaze me at just the length of the list that we go through. So the Central Connecticut Conference, the CCC, has a award. It's the Academic All-Conference Award. These are individuals who competed at the varsity level and who have a high honors GPA during their season. So the fall is the first term, winter's the second term, and spring goes by the third term. That means you have to have a 3.67 or better during your term of competition. So not only are you managing the daily schedule, 6 days a week, grind of practice and games, you're also able to excel in the classroom, which is a true testament to really the time management skills and the work ethic that are going to make these individuals very successful as they move on from Newington High School. Students, when your name is called, if you could please just come to the risers, I'll go down and we'll just make sure we situate you because we're going to do it in half just because we have too many, so we can do it in first shift and second shift. Those of you that have been here in the past, after each name we had a nice little rhythm where we do a pat clap. So when we try that, so after a name, we'll do a pat clap. Ready? So I'll do Mr. Ficcicelli. Fantastic. So at this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Harris and Mr. Ficcicelli up to announce our Academic All-Conference Award winners. Great work.
All right, good evening. Let's see if we have that clap cadence down. Andrew Alamany. Colin Alamany. Nathan Amenyo. Adriana Arango. Marata Ather. Avery Atkinson. Carmela Balducci. Mariana Barrera. Aiden Bankston. Anna Bielska. Adrian Bielski. Noah Borup. Jillian Bouchard. Haley Broadbent. Matthew Brown. Sage Campbell. Olivia Canapari. Shane Catania. April Shavari. Anderson Claffey. Kylie Connors. Dylan Cordero. Vincenzo Corvino. Matilde Costa. Carolyn Costa. Brady DeMarco. Thomas DiNapoli. Thea DeWitt. Gavin DeBella. Ava Dos Santos. Megan Dunn. Alexandria Duran. Kason Farragher. Bella Filippone. Carolyn Fisher. Sean Fleming. Juliana Flores. Michaelbin Foster Salters. Ariel Galarza. Joseph Gianfrido. Madeline Glaude. Tristan Gorman. Shanna Gray. Sahasra Gudipudi. Sophia Gaida. Isabella Hakkinen. April Handel. Kadiana Holmes. Ryan Hughes. Sam Jacob. Amila Geraltik. Zaid Khan. Monica Kowalczyk. Adrian Kowalczyk. Charles Kress. Morgan Creedle. Kaylee Krasuski. Margaret Krasuski. Julia Kuchek. Ashley Kaway. Aiden Kai. Ethan Lassen Crawford. Kuba Latowick. Nora Lewandowski. and that is half of the group.
But wait, there's more. Coco Lee, Brianna Lyle, Isabella Longo, Gabrielle Lovelace, Ashton Lowe, Austin Loya, Jaden Liu, Nathan Liu, Benjamin Lynch, Ryan Madley, Jalen Manson, Reagan Mayo, Madeline Mashad, Benjamin Mashad, Lacey Montana, Garrick Napuli, Darren No, William Naez, Kenna O'Brien, Maya Olette, Natalie Pade, Miranda Parker, Ashut Patel, Charles Pham, Aaron Pikowicz, Josie Pila, Evan Piggott, Ryan Pouliot, Jonah Pregano, Aldina Punzalan, Lucas Robson, Santiago Rodriguez, Madison Romano, Anaya Ross, Ella Rossi, James Salvadori, Suri Sanchez, Genesis Sanchez, Chloe Savastra, Emily Seguro, Maya Simpson, Lily Sojka, Anaya Stabert, Alexa Starin, Ariadne Stergakis, Mila Stoser, Alexandra Tashuk, Ava Tavares, Dylan Thomas, Nathan Thomas, Andrew Tran, Gabriel Trafone, Leah Turner, Jack Vendetti, Nia Vishwanath, Carly Vumbach, Matthew Vuong, Xander Wallach, Heath Whedon, Kaylee Wilson, Michaela Woods, Ricky Yang, and Ryan Zogu. Yeah, I should have waited.
That is a very good problem to have when you have to break that list in half. Congratulations again, all. So, each season, obviously, we expect that our student athletes not only compete at a high level, but also display a high level of sportsmanship between them and their competitors. It is the true backbone of what competition is, the ability to compete at a very high level while controlling your own emotions and trying, obviously, to succeed, but also not trying to pull others down in that mend. The CIAC each year offers the opportunity for schools to recognize their CIAC Sportsmanship Award winners for both the female and male. At this time, I'd like to call up Mitch Agazarian and Coach Mike Forgione to say a few words about our female and male winners. Coach Forgione's got his troops with him.
Thank you, everybody. Tonight, we are not just celebrating athletic achievements, but also the character of these outstanding student athletes. Hope Romanella has demonstrated her sportsmanship in so many ways, both on and off the court. We played in a lot of exciting games this season, and no matter the score or situation, Hope was always supporting and encouraging her teammates to continue to play hard and do their very best. She represented not just Newington basketball, but our school and town by always being respectful to all opponents and officials in a kind and positive way. My kids would love to stop in at the end of practice to see the team, and Hope was always there to welcome them with a smile and high five, and that meant so much to them. Hope is a shining example of what it means to be a great athlete and even better person. Peyton, Avery, and I are so proud to present Hope with this well-deserved award. Congratulations, Hope.
And you guys are going to have to take photos. So while they're taking photos, I think a neat little quid of information is 3 times this season, I had other schools coach or athletic director call and compliment number 5 from the Newington girls basketball program about the way that she conducted herself towards their opponent and towards their players. So very well deserved from Hope.
Thank you very much, everybody. It's my honor to be able to give out this Sportsmanship Award. Through my 20-plus years of coaching high school athletics, what I've learned over these years is sports reveals character as much as it builds it. You're going to have success. You're going to have failure. How you approach both of those very much dictates how you take those next steps. And this individual, through and through, demonstrate win, lose, draw, tie, whatever it was, that principle and character was going to take this individual forward. And everybody who knows this person through and through as a great individual carries themselves outstandingly. What it comes to is the backbone of how he was raised, how he carried himself, and how he interacts with people daily. So when we get out on the golf course and there's plenty of failure to go around, and this individual keeps his head held high, picking up everybody else, and even in situations where he's dealing with maybe a less than talented individual and continuing to pick that person up his opponent in some cases, and even pushing forward for his own teammates. It's without a doubt my pleasure to introduce Lucas Robson.
You guys, hold on one second. You guys come out. Where did you go? And it's the two athletes in the middle. So as you saw previously when we had 130 student athletes come to the risers, we have a lot of student athletes that excel both in the classroom and on the athletic field, but we're tasked with finding just a top male and a top female to represent Newington High School each year. So on the first Sunday in May, we have a small gathering of about 2,000 people that take place at the AquaTurf because every single school has a female and male recipient. These elite student athletes have earned recognition, both on and off the field. They've earned high GPAs in their classes. They are the true embodiment of what education-based athletics should represent, and it's really what distinguishes high school athletics from all other recreational sport organizations. So at this time, even though they have been recognized and they got their plaques, I would like to take a moment to call up Miranda Parker and Lucas Robson, who were the 2025 Scholar Athletes. Now on to the final award of the evening. So the Joyce Jammer and the George Brindley Awards are given out to student athletes who, in the opinion of the head coaches, have outstanding athletic achievement, have brought positive recognition to Newington High School, and have been an inspiration to their teammates and the student body. To be eligible, you must have competed on 2 varsity teams for at least 2 years. What we're going to do is we're going to bring up, in the past, we've had recipients just stand, but I think it's important that we get them in front of you to get the true recognition that they deserve. So I'm going to call up the finalists first for the George, I believe the Brindley Award's the first. First, for the George Brindley Award, I'm going to call up Aiden Bankston. Our second finalist is Jalen Manson. So just so everybody has an understanding, we have a lot of players that get nominated for this, and it's an extensive process of voting, dialogue, explanation, and ultimately it pairs down to our 2 finalists and then eventually our winner. But the fact that, you guys, come on out, get in front of everybody. I think that's the best part, right? A lot of our best are so humble in their accolades, but to make it to be a finalist is a true outstanding accomplishment. So what we're going to do now is we're going to direct everybody's attention to the board, and we're going to have them watch their videos. George Brindley finalist, Aiden Bankston. Aiden was a key contributor on both sides of the ball as a 2-year starter for the varsity football program. On offense, he racked up 18 carries for 188 yards and 3 touchdowns. As a receiver, he had 56 receptions for 634 yards and 9 total touchdowns. On the defensive side of the ball, he had 60 tackles to go along with 3 interceptions. He led the team in touchdowns, receiving yards, and minutes played in his senior year. He also earned the distinguished honors of being All-Herald and All-Conference. In lacrosse, Aiden will go down as one of the best players in program history. He holds the school record for points at 194 and counting. He is second in goals, second in assists, and holds the single-season points record with 94. He was All-Conference both as a junior and a senior, along with being captain and academic All-Conference. From his coach, words that come to mind when describing Aiden as an athlete are smooth, fast, precise, focused, intelligent, dependable, and humble. It has been amazing to watch his effortless ability to constantly make the sports he plays look so easy. Congratulations, Aiden. George Brindley finalist, Jalen Manson. Jalen is an exceptional athlete who'd excelled at indoor track. He was voted the team MVP, captain, and earned the team's leadership award. He competed exceptionally in his events, recording a best time of 6.74 seconds in the 55-meter, which is only 1/10 of a second off the school record. He also ran a 37.47 second in the 300-meter and had a long jump of 20 feet. He finished top 10 in the CCC in the 55 and the 300. In baseball, Jalen elevated himself to one of the best players in program history. As a sophomore, he was all-conference and all-academic, along with being a key piece to a state semifinalist team. During his junior year, he added to those accolades by earning all-conference, academic all-conference, all-state, junior select all-star team, offensive player of the year, and NHS player of the year. He also set the single-season record and batted a remarkable .579 as a junior. As a senior, he continues to lead his program, earning all-conference, academic all-conference again, while waiting for his remaining accolades. From his coach, Jalen is a special young man. Despite how accomplished he is humble, caring, hardworking, competitive, thoughtful, and self-sacrificing. Congratulations, Jalen. Now on to our Joyce Jammer finalists. At this time, I would like to call up Kendall Miller. Our other finalist is Kaylee Krasuski. It's just, I was going to ask him questions on stage, and I actually asked Kendall, I said, listen, can I ask you a question, you respond? So she wrote up a beautiful response, and she walked into the office today, and I said, is it okay if you don't say that? She said, that's great. That'd be awesome. I just wanted him to be able to enjoy the moment. So now we will go on, and we'll allow them to watch their videos for finalists. Joyce Jammer finalist, Kendall Miller. Kendall had an outstanding volleyball career at NHS without ever playing volleyball before getting to high school. Using her tenacity, wit, and athleticism allowed her to excel into an elite volleyball player. In total, she accumulated 649 kills in her career as a player for the varsity program. As a junior and senior, she earned all-conference and was the team MVP. As a senior, she was recognized as the CCC North Player of the Year and was named All-State. In basketball, Kendall was able to be a part of a state finalist and 2 state semifinalist programs. As a 4-year starter, she is one of the few players in program history that has played in so many high-level games. She earned All-Conference all 4 years, All-Herald all 4 years, was a 2-time captain and team MVP. From her coaches, she exemplifies a grind mentality in an athlete and does not settle for anything less, and is an unprecedented athlete. She is an extremely hard worker who made a living on making big plays for programs when they needed it most. Congratulations, Kendall. Joyce Jammer finalist, Kaylee Krasuski. Kaylee is one of the most talented field hockey players in program history, even though she didn't start playing until her sophomore year. In both her junior and senior seasons, Kaylee was the leading scorer for the program. She was a 3-year starter who was all-conference and captain in both her junior and senior years and was also named the team MVP. Her work ethic and support of her teammates and coaches truly made her a standout both on and off the field. In lacrosse, Kaylee also made her mark in the girls' lacrosse program history books. As a junior, she had already accumulated 100 goals and reached an elite milestone with her 200th career point as a senior. She was all-conference and won the Captain's Award in both her junior and senior years. She has also earned the offensive MVP. She earned academic all-conference for every season in every sport that she competed in. From her coaches, her impact on our program goes far beyond her impressive stats. She has set a standard of excellence, leadership, and heart that will inspire players for years to come. Congratulations, Kaylee. It's a lot of history-making success right there for these 4 young athletes. So at this time, I'd like to invite, who's already coming up for us, who sprinted back and forth, by the way. She was at a Board of Ed meeting like 10 minutes ago. Ms. Tara Tigno, who, by the way, is the 2025 Principal of the Year. And she will also announce our winners for the Joyce Jammer and George Bellini Awards.
Thank you, Mr. Myers. I never miss an opportunity on a microphone, so I just want to take a minute to thank everyone for being here. I know Mr. Myers will also do the same, but there's a lot of work that goes into an entire year, right, with our athletic program. There's all the seasons, there's the summer, and then there's just getting ready again for the seasons. In fact, I just got something to put in my newsletter for fall sports. So I just hope we all recognize how fortunate we are to have Mr. Myers and Mr. Mateo in our athletic program. I've been to many, many games, many practices, and I always see one of them there, and I don't always see that when I go to other schools. So if we can please give them a round of applause. Truly 2 of my favorite humans, so you know they're in good hands when they're in our athletic programs. To our parents and families, grandparents, supporters, thank you so much for always supporting our student athletes. It means the world to see you at our games, and I know that it means the world to them when you're out there cheering for them. So give a round of applause for everybody who's here in support. I'm probably stealing some of your thunder, but obviously the coaches and the managers and the trainer, whoever helps out with our athletes, we couldn't do any of this without you. So for all of you, thank you so much for all of you do. Student athletes, I live for this job, as many of you know. Oh God, I was sprinting in the rain, so I feel like I'm getting emotional for no reason. But I'm going to step away from the mic for a minute. I was a student athlete as well, so to see you on your field, in the pool, on the track, the only event I haven't ever been to in my 19 years here is golf, and I think it's because you have to be quiet, and I'm not quiet. Just so you know, I'm there in spirit. I always ask kind of what's going on the golf course as well. So you have brought me Okay. So for the four of you, it's been a pleasure watching you all these years. Some quiet moments and some not so quiet moments. So, with no further ado, the Joyce Jammer Award, the most outstanding senior female athlete, the student athlete who, in the opinion of the head coaches, has shown outstanding achievement, has brought positive recognition to Newington High School, and has been an inspiration to her teammates in the student body for 2025. This award is presented to Kaylee Krasuski. All right. For the most outstanding senior male athlete, the student who, in the opinion of the head coaches, has shown outstanding achievement, has brought positive recognition to Newington High School, and has been an inspiration to his teammates in the student body for 2025. This award is presented to Jalen Manson.
Now try to do this one. Congratulations once again to all four of our finalists. All right, so Ms. Tigno took my speech to end, so thanks. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming back. The board, just a few thank yous. One huge thank you, Dr. Brumman and the Board of Education. Many towns right now are going through some very difficult choices, and our town continues to support athletics, the arts, music, and I hope everybody can appreciate that there's a lot of dialogue, hours, time that our Board of Education and District Administration take into account, and they continue to support these programs, and it's what makes sure that all of our students have so many things that they can take care of. We have so many student athletes that are also rushing back to get to a choral concert or rushing back to get to a band concert, and I think that's the best part about high school is that you can take advantage of so many different things. So the fact that they continue to support and also that Dr. Brummett makes cookies for many of our teams as they advance in the postseason is always a positive for team morale. So a big round of applause for the Board of Education and Dr. Brummett. And they are always normally here, but they have a meeting tonight, so they cannot be here, so they do send their best to everybody. To our building administrators, obviously, Mr. Gatos, Mr. Harris, Mr. Ficcicelli, thank you guys for your support tonight. But day in and day out in the hallways, as they guide and work with your student athletes, they make sure that they're there to support, obviously, at those games, but also just follow up in the hallways and check in on our student athletes as they go. And it goes a long way to create that connection between our athletic programs and our academic day. So a gigantic thank you to you three for all you do. And you can't say building administration without Ms. Tigno. Ms. Tigno is all of your #1 fan. And I think the best part about a fan is they can cheer you as much as you can, but when you do something wrong, they're also going to bring it to your attention. And Ms. Tigno, I think the best part about that, and it's not bring it to your attention when you don't perform right. It's when she recognizes that maybe it's not something that's done the Newington way. She has no problem making sure that you know that she's there, and she demands that we're going to live up to that expectation. And I think that really goes above and beyond, and it's one of the main reasons why the state recognized her as the best principal in the state. We're very lucky to have you, Ms. Tignell. Mr. Jacob Trowbridge, if you could wave your hand. Everybody, if you could look in the back. All broadcast crew members, if you could stand, please. So, please stand. Throughout the year, so many of our events are live, and so many of our events are out there for you to go back and view on our YouTube page. And these individuals work tirelessly day in and day out. Jacob, Mr. Trowbridge, the other day, was running over to a lacrosse senior night, one camera in hand, and then he had like 8 minutes until he had to hopefully not drive too fast back to the school because he had to get back here for a concert. But the fact that he always makes sure he knows our schedule and he always makes sure that he's there for bigger games when he can be, along with the fellow students, really, it just provides such an awesome environment for our student athletes to be a part of. So thank you, the broadcast crew, so much. When you call our office, you get either myself, which you're disappointed with, or Mr. Mateo, which I'm sure you're more appreciative of. Mr. Mateo does a lot of things behind the scenes and makes sure that we run smoothly. And I think one of the coolest parts is he develops a great relationship with our student athletes, right? I think we have a place where he's there to support them. He's a great sounding board. And I think it's such an added enhancement to our athletic program and our school community to have him aboard. So, Jamie, thank you so much for all you do. Our coaches, I know we don't all agree with our coaches all the time. What I can tell you is, and you've heard me say this before, our coaches dedicate themselves to your student athletes. They may not make the decision that makes you happy all of the time, but I can tell you by the texts that I receive on Saturday nights, Sunday mornings, late Monday nights, all of the time, just checking in just to see if they can get it right, just to see if they're doing the right thing or contemplating one way or another. It's very hard to make decisions when you know somebody's going to be mad. A decision that a coach makes will always turn somebody the wrong way. And I promise you, it's not in the least interest of your student athlete. It's always in the best interest of the team as a whole and what might lift them. So I really want to say thank you to the countless hours and time that our coaches put in. Thank you for all you do for our school and community. Our parents, I don't know how we do it without you. You really do continue to support our student athletes, support our program. It is countless amounts of hours. I know the driving, I know the time off of work, I know sprinting out to try to get from point A to point B, dealing with our rainouts and our schedules and everything else. But the continued commitment and support that you give to your student athletes doesn't go unnoticed. So what I would really like to ask our student athletes to do right now, to join all of us, is a large round of applause for your parents and all they do for you. Lastly, our student athletes. I try to make it to as much as I can. I try to be there as often as possible. And you always amaze me. The time, the commitment, the effort, I know it is taxing. What I can tell you is this. It does not go wasted time as long as you use it. Those of you that will be returning as athletes here, however much time you have, value every day. Get better every day. Those seniors who are leaving us, I hope you really maximized your potential. And if you leave realizing you didn't, I hope you take a moment to talk to those freshmen, sophomores, and juniors about maximizing it. It goes by fast, and it's over. But the time and the effort that you've given to represent Newington High School has been fantastic. I appreciate all the time and commitment you give to us. And thank you for your industriousness, your focus, and your care for our teams. All right. So before we go out, we have some light refreshments that are out in the hallway. Please feel free to enjoy. One challenge to everybody. Simple thing. So what I want you to do is, in sports, your job is to lift people up, build positivity. When somebody's down, try to encourage them. I challenge you tomorrow, make it a point to text, call, email, send a note to someone with a positive message to them, thanking them for the support they've given you, congratulating them on a recent accomplishment, highlighting something they do really well. If you look around this room, if all of us do that once, we're touching a lot of people's lives and we're making everything a better time. So please take that challenge, succeed in it, have a great time. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a great night.